Hey everyone, me Kevin here. New updates are out from the SBA, PPP, stimulus checks, and more. Let's go with updates. First thing I gotta kill right out of the gate, EIDL, we got nothing yet. We still have no information. We go to the SBA website, we still see that the SBA grant, the EIDL advanced grant is not available. We didn't end up getting SBA EIDL grant guidance. So for the EIDL grant, no guidance just yet, but we did get PPP guidance that came out. It was like 42 pages and 48 pages of PPP guidance. Let's go. Let's get some updates. I do want to quickly knock out something that I think will be very, very helpful to many individuals, though, and that is about the $600 stimulus checks, and then we'll hit the other updates, especially the $2,000 stimulus checks. So, on $600 stimulus checks, TurboTax pointed the finger at the IRS for sending the stimulus check money to the wrong account numbers, and that created this delay with TurboTax. TurboTax promises that they are working on solving this issue. They're going to solve the stimulus check distribution, and you should have received an email giving you more guidance on this from TurboTax if you are a TurboTax customer. Additionally, there is now a trick for determining whether or not your stimulus check is coming. It's a bit of a backdoor. Now, this does not work for everyone, but many people are saying this is working very well. Big shout out to Unknown Destination, who's a live chat member who shared this a couple days ago. In the live chat, broke it down a bit for this video. I was going to post this yesterday, but yesterday, we had some madness happen, and I ended up streaming for over 10 hours the madness that happened yesterday. If you haven't seen my entire video yesterday, you could see my reaction as all the craziness of yesterday unfolded. That video almost has 1 million views, which is absolutely insane. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out and help get us to a mill. And be really, that's going to be a video that I want to be able to reference and show my children in the future. So anyway, what Unknown Destination said is he said what you want to do is you want to go make an account on the IRS website to get your tax transcript. Now, I made a quick little redirect link. A lot of you like these redirect links. You could Google this as well. You don't have to use this, but go to metkevin.com/IRS account, metkevin.com/IRS account. It's just an easy way to simplify that link. Anyway, you can make an account here. If you set up an account, what you want to do is click Get Transcript Online. And at the bottom, there are a set of codes and dates that show distributions or payments. And so if you're not getting your status on the IRS Get My Payment portal, it says something like status not available. There are actually people who are getting status not available. Then they're looking at their transcript and they're like, oh, there it is. It says $600 is getting distributed on the 18th of January or whatever. So you might be able to find your distribution date that way. No guarantees. It might not work. Who knows? I think everybody's situation is going to be different, but it's another tool. If you have extra questions, there are a ton of helpful people in the Discord community. So just go to metkevin.com/Discord and chat it up over there. Also, the SBA just issued new guidance on the PPP. Now, remember, the PPP is literally free money, so if you run a business, there's literally no reason not to take this loan. You could be a 1099 worker. You don't need a business license. You don't need a business registration with your local city or a fictitious business name. You don't need any of that crap. You just need to operate as your own business, not getting a W-2. So 1099 workers, self-employed gig workers, Uber, Lyft, realtor, you run a business without employees, with employees, doesn't matter. You could get a fresh SBA loan, a PPP loan, that is totally forgivable. So if you haven't gotten a PPP loan yet, seriously, I just want to shake you if you do not get a PPP loan, because if you're looking for $2,000 stimulus checks and you are self-employed or have a self-employed business, even if it's a side hustle, heck, I'd even be thinking if I were a day trader, eBay seller, I do crafts that I sell or whatever. I did that last year. As long as you were in business before February 15th of last year, do it. Apply for the PPP. Less than 500 employees, and again, you don't need any employees. Apply for the PPP. The best recommendation that I have for you is hit up local credit unions and banks. Call them right now after this video or during the video. Start looking up some, Ventura County Credit Union. I don't know. Look up a bunch of credit unions that are local in your area and call them up. See if they've got a PPP rep. A lot of them can send you a form like, hey, fill out your form here or whatever. We'll reach out to you within a day. They actually do. They will get back to you. These banks want to do these loans. These loans are literally the only loans that banks can do, and literally have zero risk, but still get paid a fee. It's amazing for banks. It's also amazing for you if you get it. You can also get the second draw loan if you have no more than 300 employees. A lot of guidance is out right now on underwriting. Not so special for us. It's more for the bank side. The guidance that came out yesterday. Nothing on EIDL again that came out with it. At least from what I saw. As soon as I hear something on EIDL, I'll definitely break that. But what's cool is if you haven't got your first loan yet, remember there's no income decline required for your first PPP loan. So no matter what your income is, you can get the first PPP. For the second PPP loan, you do need to have an income decline of 25%, matching a quarter in 2020 to 2019 for you to qualify. And you can't have more than 300 employees for the second PPP. Again, that guidance came out for bankers, but not super useful for us. The one thing that is super useful for us is they will be, within the next 2 weeks, coming out with a simplified application form for loans under $150,000. Right now, the application's a little lengthier. They're really simplifying this because they want small businesses. You watching this video, they're like literally begging you to do this. Figure out if you have a side business and do this. Like more than 50% of Americans have a side business, so consider this. Now, keep in mind as well that the PPP loan, and then we're going to talk $2,000 checks here. Keep in mind that PPP loan is this. It's essentially, it's forgivable, right? It's free money. It's like a grant. It was supposed to be a grant as long as you follow the rules. Now, the big thing is you also get a tax deduction. So, for example, if you get a $50,000 loan and you spend that on business expenses, which you're required to do within the time frame, 8 to 24 weeks, you're actually going to be getting some extra tax benefits out of there. So it's almost really like getting 65 to 80 grand of free stimulus money, which is totally insane. Obviously depends on your tax situation, what the tax savings would be. So talk to your CPA, not any CPA, about that. Now, yesterday we heard Democratic Majority Leader Chuck Schumer say regarding the $2,000 stimulus checks that they are a priority. Now, Chuck Schumer has also encouraged invoking the 25th Amendment to kick Donald Trump out of office. But in this video, we're going to strictly focus on stimulus right now. What happened yesterday was, well, I mean, a lot of you saw my commentary yesterday. I'll check that video if you want to see my commentary. I spent 10 hours doing that commentary. But anyway, Democratic Majority Leader yesterday said that $2,000 stimulus checks are a top priority. It is the Senate's first priority. It's the first order of business. And the only downside now is that a bill cannot be submitted until January 20th. And while proposals might begin to circulate, we could really expect a new stimulus package to be introduced in bill format within the next 3 weeks. Now, it's likely that this new bill is going to include $2,000 stimulus checks. It's still unclear if these will be $1,400 plus the $600 we already got, or $2,000 new. That is still unclear. However, Nancy Pelosi is having a press conference in a few hours. So if you want more information, check back for the channel. I'll probably be live streaming. I'm almost certain I'll be live streaming the press conference. Keep in mind, though, YouTube will not always send you notifications, so just check back around probably 1 p.m., 1:30 Eastern, something like that. State and local funding obviously expected to be in this as well, support for vaccine distribution, debt forgiveness, and the bill could also include things like a raising of the minimum wage could be injected into this bill. We could also see some infrastructure initiatives that make it into the bill as well, which would of course be huge for energy, solar stocks, electric vehicle stocks. In case, by the way, you didn't see, or if you didn't get a notification for my stock video I posted this morning, I broke down my biggest stock plays, a lot of purchases that I made yesterday, so highly encourage you check that out. Now, Biden has previously stated that he supports $600 in unemployment pay, so maybe we'll see that boost from $300 a week to $600 as a boost, and Nancy Pelosi has talked about being a big supporter of retroactive pay, so maybe that'll come as well. We've also heard talk about heroes pay from Democrats, not so much Republicans, but now it is official. Yesterday, during all the madness that was going on in Capitol Hill, it became official. Democrats have complete control. So, and by the way, John Ossoff also won outside of the recount margin, so I don't think we'll be seeing any kind of recount anyway. It's done. Yeah, that's what we've got for right now. Those are all the updates we've got. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, consider subscribing, consider sharing it with somebody you think will find this helpful. And hey folks, we'll see you in the next video. Check out the coupon code down below. That course coupon code does expire tomorrow. Thanks again, and folks, we'll see you next time.